Ladies and gentlemen, well, that's quiet as been for hours, isn't it? Well, thank you all for turning up this morning. What we're going to do is ask Joan Gardner to come and cut the commissioning cake in a minute. What we'd like to do is do the commissioning cake. You can all come down and have a look at the boat. She isn't complete yet, but she will be for the 25th when she's due out on her first trip with, I think, a load of sea scouts tomorrow, I don't think. Yeah. So she's keeping up with tradition. She's got some scouts coming. So Joan, could you come down?
It wasn't me.
So as I say, what we're going to do is we'll take you all down to see the 7 Kings. You can all have a look round her. We'll have to let you through the gates because it's all electronically operated here, and hopefully our electronic keys will work this morning. They do. Can I introduce, well, I don't suppose I need to introduce her really, because you all know Joan Gardner, who was the official commissioning, did the official commissioning of the 7 Kings when she was launched. You haven't put the date down when she was launched. 69. So, I thank you all for coming and taking a great interest in this boat, and I do hope you still carry on taking an interest. I think we've got a very superb boat, and she's going to really show a few people up in Port Solent with all their flashy fiberglass ones. And also remind them not to get in the way. So, without further ado, Joan, would you like to make a little speech?
Thank you. Mr. Director, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here with you today and to see so many old friends. And friends who, I must confess, in my mind's eye, I still see in short trousers. If I don't recognise you in long trousers, please forgive me. It was in April 1969, just over 30 years ago, when I launched the 7 Kings from Cardinal's Boatyard at Maidensea on the River Blackwater, and was delighted to do so. The building and the launch attracted national attention, being featured in all the daily papers. It was a major achievement made possible by the scout leaders, particularly Doug Melford and Derek Williams, the project leader, and the Sea Scouts who worked on the building from 1962 to 1969. Sadly, Derek and Doug are no longer with us, but I'm sure they would have been delighted to know that the 7 Kings has a new owner. And I'm going to get this right, I hope. I'm going to say the MSA, which is what Tony said to call it, MPA, which has restored her to her former condition, and that she will be a sail training vessel for young people once again. And I'm sure that while the 7 Kings exists, so will the spirits of Doug and Derek live on. and the spirit of scouting which they gave to so many young people for such a long time. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Kevin Batchelor for keeping me up to date with all the news, and to the members of the here I go again. For their warm welcome and for their hospitality, which has been much appreciated. It is with great pleasure that I again recommission Seven Kings, and I wish her and her crews happy sailing. Thank you.
I now ask Joan if she would cut the commissioning cake. I just want to get a camera if you hang on a sec. I've loaded it. So if you want to, if I get Joan to, I hope this works because I never did that.
We all want copies.
You all want copies, so
Right.
if you hold
Yeah.
Straight on underground.
Tell us when you've all got enough.
And the least photogenic person I know. I usually come out from cheap photos on that.
One important thing I forgot to say is I'd like to thank all my staff, especially Duncan and David, who have been working around the clock on the Seven Kings to get her ready to go to sea. Also, I'd like to thank Julie and Darby. I'm having a good day today. Julie and Sarah for all their help too. I've got a terrific bunch of staff, and I'm really over the moon about it. Thanks. We'll cut some cake in a sec for you. You take that down, and then we'll get Joan to do some champagne down at the boat. I'm sure one or two will be looking it up after, but that'll be all right. Okay. I'm going to call on our president to come, because I don't want him to sort of come here this morning and think he's going to get away with it as he generally does.
Where's the museum gone?
She'll be there shortly. Well, we're trying, but it's not on the boat either, so. I'm going to ask our wonderful president, or should I say, is it alderman?
Oh, certainly, sir.
Would you like to say something, James? Not too long, we're not going to Christmas this year. All right.
I know you practice, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, all, and Tony, thank you for coming. Could I thank you also for coming? I couldn't help but cast my mind back several months ago when Joan actually mentioned that the Seven Kings is coming to an organisation that she was meant to be used for, Meridian Trust, which provides services for underprivileged and unemployed young people, because that's what we do. But it's also not just that, the company that Seven Kings will be keeping. And I think it's very fine to think that she now becomes the sister, if you like, of another very, very exceptional boat, ship, yacht. Lively Lady, another adventurer, took that boat around the world. She belongs to Lively Lady, Lively Lady belongs to us. Seven Kings has itself been an adventure ship in every sense of the word. So she is joining us as well with Lively Lady. And with the Richard Langbourne, our fleet is almost complete. I would like to thank you, Joan, very, very much indeed for coming here today. And I can assure you and everybody here that the Seven Kings will be used by Meridian Trust solely for the purpose of sail training for underprivileged young people. Tony, I'd like to thank you personally for all the work that you have done. And the members of the staff I know have worked weekends, late in the evenings, out in the open in all winds and weathers to achieve the standard at which you will see today. She isn't completed yet, but almost complete. If I tell you that the organisation, through the hard work of the members of the staff, they have raised over £10,000 just for the maintenance work that's been put into her, without any other costs. They worked hard, very hard, but the future is so bright, and it's with people coming along like you, supporting Meridian Trust, I know that we'll get stronger and stronger. So thank you all very much indeed for coming today.
As Joan was implying earlier on, we've got a room here that includes an awful lot of people that haven't seen each other for 25, in some cases 35 years. The last time we saw each other we were wearing shorts and showing off our knobbly knees. So here we are now, 30 years later, at what is really a rebirth of the Seven Kings. And we're very keen to actually keep in touch with the history of the Seven Kings. As I think most of us are aware, the boat was actually built in a field in Ilford, 25 miles from the sea, by a group of Sea Scouts. And we just wanted to honour the memory of those early years, and particularly remember all those people without whom we couldn't have built her. We were thinking particularly of all the people in the background, the supporters, the parents. Of course, they're all the scouts that grew up building her. The scout leader, Doug Mountford, who worked away in the background, but most important of all was the project leader, Derek Williams, the group scout leader, who had the vision to take on this extravagant task and see it through to the end, to the time when Joan first launched her in 1969. As Joan says, both Doug and Derek have died, and we felt it appropriate to honour their memory at least, and all those other people that helped, by having a plaque made. We just would like to present this to you, and in the hope that the future of the Seven Kings will be as happy as the last 30 years.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Right, what we will do, we'll make our way down to the Seven Kings. Duncan will show you the way in, and I'll come down as well with the key. Martin?
She looks fabulous.
Oh, very good.
Especially if they were 25 miles from the sea.
Yeah.
It's just
like dedication to want to
remarkable.
keep going.
Yeah. It must be amazing for Joan to, continue it again. That must be incredible feeling.
Just you. You've got an exclusive.
That's what I like to hear.
No,
Are you close enough here? Oh look, two real seagulls.
Yeah, I'll come out and out then, shall I?
Pretend you're enjoying yourself. Thank you.
You know that pontoon went down about 5 minutes.
Thank you very much for that.
Now start again.
So you'll always be able to work and be a volunteer there?
Oh, I need the money then.
Huh?
I need the money, but
Still have your wing.
You did drive at home, I think, and that was nice.
I drove mine down through there, so I could have started. The reality.
Plenty of offers of help.
There's always the
Lining up to do it.
there's only someone to drive it afterwards.
That's what I was doing. Our son works for a lot. So, yeah. You're on that cruise.
Oh, Paul, sorry. Sorry.
I'm married to Graham. Graham died. Alan.
Have you all got your photographs? Those who want to have a look round, please know.
Right, I'm going to go and get a photograph of the inside.
I'm just married into it. All right.
There'll be 3 times at the
Fine up there. You've been on. Gone.
Good bit of work. Well, it stayed dry.
Did you ever sail?
I've been on it.
That's John Kendrick. I remember your dad.
When did we join?
What did you join?
Yeah, okay, yeah. They said we wanted to stand and they immediately said,
What, as individual?
And we came in about half a dozen of No, they came from different groups. They
What's
were
one of the Auburn Hatch groups? What's the guest exactly?
I felt almost ashamed. And it only hurt.
Someone's looking for you, David. Someone. Trevor. David, come in.
Which was a combination of first and fourth.
Yes, yeah.
And they still retain their business. Still their
There's a 14 still in existence. Are they Sea Scouts?
Yes, and they're Sea Scouts.
Where do they meet?
They meet at the schools, and they've also got folks
Anyway, where do you want me to stand? Pardon? Where do you want me to stand? Anywhere you want. I've got you quite a few on here already.
You know, a big chap. And I was that side and he was this side, and I can remember being trapped in the night, both in my sleeping bag and being trapped by sparks, and being in fear of my life. You know?
Jeez, like you are now.
Come on, what? Just you know, it'd be like being under one of them sort of great seals or walruses or something. Gonna roll on top of something.
It's a shame you can't just shop more than you get when you're
And this is Derek's bunk. This was always Derek's bunk. That one there. Always, always. Gosh.
Yeah. When you say it's very, very difficult.
Yeah, so I'm just coming out of the way. It's mentioned. It was Michael Howard. His letter was it? It mentioned frightening trips down to Maiden Sea.
I never saw myself driving.
No.
Standing there. That's on the outside. Yeah. I regret that I did the work I did.
Make it look more traditional.
Yeah, that's, I'm going to get in the way, Kevin.
A lot of the...
I'm afraid now. You can go and buy it.